Welcome everyone! In this video, we are in the Ultra Premier Classic, showcasing some more fun battles featuring Obstagoon! Obstagoon on team number 3 from my top 5 best teams for the Ultra Premier Classic. For those of you who've had a chance to see my top 5 best teams, you will know that I was super excited for this team. It is a team that I ran last time Ultra Premier Classic was around, and my goodness, it is wildly effective. Obstagoon's going to be serving as the closer on this team, and also on this team, we've got Shadow Snorlax on the safe swap. Snorlax is here to draw out any potential fighters that may be lurking in the back on your opponent's team. That way Obstagoon is clear to roam free and wreak havoc. You draw out that fighter so the Crobat, which will be serving as the lead on this double normal ABB style team, can take out the fighter. Crobat is one of the ultimate answers to any fighter in this meta. It absolutely shuts them down, double resist, fighting type damage, and is surprisingly bulky. But before we dive into the featured set of the video, we are starting things off with some bonus battles that I thought were tons of fun. And here we go, Charizard lead, running Fire Spin. Pretty neutral lead for us, but we're reading that there is most likely a grass type in the back, as Charizard on the lead really has to have some solid protection from the water types, and we do successfully shield up that massive blast burn there. That would have done a lot of damage, as bulky as Crobat is. So we're just going to soften this Charizard up a little bit with a Poison Fang, and now these air slashes are really chunking, and we forced them to swap out. That is amazing. That's kind of what we wanted to do. They swap into a Swampert. We're going to soften it up with a Poison Fang, and then align our Obstagoon onto the Swampert. Knowing that they have a flyer on their team, I elected to align the Obstagoon here. We've already debuffed it with a Poison Fang, so this will make things a lot easier, a lot more manageable for Obstagoon, as Swampert can be quite the handful if you let it go unchecked. So Obstagoon has some very nice bulk in the Ultra League, so we're going to tank this Hydro Cannon. We tank this no problem. And we're going to overload a little bit and then just look to get rid of the Swampert. I wasn't sure if they really wanted to fight hard for Switch or not, so we're just going to throw this. And they elect to take the shield advantage and come back in with the Charizard. Going to get off this Night Slash here. This will be more than enough to KO the Charizard, but they let it go. That is quite interesting. Very, very interesting play there to shield this low health Charizard. Makes me wonder what they have in the bag. So I'm reading grass, as I mentioned before. So we're going to bring in our big cuddly Snorlax in here to soak the damage. And there it is, right on cue, guys. Team reading. If that's a skill that if you can master, you're going to be that much further ahead in Pokemon Go Battle League. It is a grass type, and it comes in the form of Venusaur. They tank the first Poison Fang. That is a good best practice. And we're going to tank the Sludge Bomb. Like I said, Crobat tanks damage very well. And we're just going to put this Venusaur out of its misery with another Poison Fang. Let's see what they want to do. They let it go. And this is just about over, my friends. This poor Charizard's hanging on by a thread. Gonna let this go. We can easily lick down this Charizard. It can do nothing to our Snorlax. As we close the game strong with the Snorlax, clean it up in dominant fashion. That's going to be a good game. Well played. Team number 3 from my top 5 best teams for the Ultra Premier Classic was quite powerful. And here we go. Midnight Form Lycanroc. Very interesting pick for this meta. This thing is bad news for this entire team, because not only is it running counter, which absolutely shreds right through our backline, but its rock typing is resisting everything that we can throw at it, minus a Shadow Ball, of course. We do shield up that first Psychic Fangs, and we're going to try our best to do as much damage to this Lycanroc as we can. We do grab a shield, So seeing that they shielded there, we're going to tank this, and we know that we've double debuffed them. So we're going to come in with Obstagoon and try and take it out with our counters. This is just another Psychic Fangs that's double resisted, not going to do a whole lot, and they got a Sylveon in the back, so this is not looking too good. I'm all flustered here. We're throwing the wrong move. This is not going very well, guys. The RPS hard counter phenomenon strikes yet again. You love to see it. So got to come in with our Crobat here and just try and get off a Poison Fang. Excuse me. It's not going to KO, but it will do a lot of super effective damage, and we will let this go. Put all of the hope and faith into our Snorlax and hope like heck that it can bring it home for us here. Gonna lick this thing all the way down. That's the play. We want to have loaded energy for whatever they have in the back. We know that they still have that low health Lycanroc in the back. Gonna throw immediately. This is enough resisted damage to just about KO the Lycanroc. Not quite, but one lick does the trick, and it's a Gyarados in the back. So we need 3 body slams, and it is not happening, my friends. This Dragon Breath damage is just a little bit too much for our Snorlax to overcome here. This is lights out for us, unfortunately. They just had, it was just a really rough team comp to find ourselves paired against, and they're just going to Dragon Breath down. Not a whole lot you can do about that, but good game, well played nonetheless. We caught a bad case of the RPS in that last one, but let's see if we can turn this one around here. It's not looking good with this lead, though. That's a terrible lead in the form of Wall Rain. We're making the play into our safe swap Snorlax, and they're staying in a little bit. Likely looking to chip and dip, knowing how bulky Snorlax is, and just the Icicle Spear not going to shield that as they make a play into a Nidoqueen. So we are absolutely loaded on energy here. Gonna let her rip with Body Slam number 1 here. And the play here is we will tank the first Poison Fang and try and fight hard for Switch, if at all possible. We're going for Body Slam number 2. We saw that they tanked that. So now I'm thinking this is definitely doable, guys. We tank this and they cannot farm down. We're going to try and get to another Body Slam, and we do before they can get to another Poison Fang. If they shield, we will shield as well, but no, they let it go. That is beautiful. That's the power of Shadow Snorlax on the safe swap, and oh my goodness, they've got a Trevenant in the back. Holy smokes. Oh, we're going to throw our Crobat in here. Crobat absolutely dominates Trevenant. It is amazing to see. We tank a Shadow Ball, no problem. Crobat has some very nice bulk as they make the play back in the Wall Rain, but little did they know we had an Obstagoon licking its chops to take out the remainder of that team as they top left. Holy smokes. So those were the bonus battles, guys. Team number 3 from my top 5 best teams for the Ultra Premier Classic is quite powerful, guys. I did extremely well with this team. I would have kept going if it weren't for having to make this video, guys. I'm telling you, this team was incredibly powerful. So many teams were double weak to Crobat. It was quite nice to see, but we've got the featured set coming right up. Had a blast with the bonus battles as we move into the featured set of the video. We are picking up another awful lead in the form of Lapras, making the play in the Snorlax, and we draw out an Escavalier. So this is the ABB team working to perfection, guys. This is exactly what Snorlax is here to do. Draw out that counter user. Was expecting a drill run and farm down, but no. They were looking to absolutely obliterate us with a Mega Horn. That was insane. We didn't even get off a move. My goodness. But that's okay. We're going to try and regroup here. Oh, and they go Mega Horn. That's double resisted. Not going to cut it. We're just going to farm this thing all the way down. They can do nothing to our Crobat as we take out the Escavalier. They, of course, come back in with the Lapras. So we're going to look to just chip it with a Poison Fang, and now it is Obstagoon time, and oh my goodness, They were double weak, or ABA weak, to Obstagoon with Lapras on the lead and Trevenant in the back. You love to see it, and they tanked the Night Slash there. We get some lovely Go Battle League lag. You'd love to see it, but that is okay. Gonna let the first Seed Bomb go through. We definitely tank a Seed Bomb, but we don't want to get too low with our Obstagoon, as Obstagoon is where the win condition lies. So we will shield up this next Seed Bomb, and from here on out, we will match shields if they want to go shield for shield. That is absolutely fine. Gonna look to get off this next Night Slash here and see what they want to do, and they let it go. That is beautiful. Putting all the hope and faith into their Lapras. Let's see if it works out for them. We're gonna shield, or no, yeah, we're gonna shield up this Surf here. And we're going to do something a little risky. We're going to throw our Crobat in here to soften this very tanky Lapras up with some Poison Fangs. We had loaded energy from farming down that Escavalier. They shield up the first move, likely thinking that it may have been a Shadow Ball as they tank the second Poison Fang here. And can we hang on long enough? And we do. Holy smokes. Crobat coming in super clutch, getting to another Poison Fang before they can take us out, and it is just about lights out for our opponent. Unfortunate for them. We tank whatever they throw. It is just a Surf, and we were just one counter off from the Cross Chop. This Cross Chop is going to allow us to say bye-bye to the Lapras. Shiny Obstagoon coming in super clutch, cleaning up the endgame in dominant fashion. That's going to be a good game. Well played. I'm telling you guys, team number 3 from my top 5 best teams for the Ultra Premier Classic was racking up the wins left and right. It was a thing of beauty. And here we go. Gengar lead. We have 2 excellent answers to this. And we draw out a Shadow Machamp with our Snorlax ABB team working to perfection yet again. As we draw out the fighter, this is exactly what the team is designed to do. And seeing how much damage that Body Slam did and how much damage our licks are doing, guys, we are going to get super aggressive here and double shield our Snorlax to maintain alignment. Seeing that they had a Gengar on the lead, we know that Obstagoon absolutely shuts down Gengar, and we take out the Shadow Machamp, going down 2 shields but maintaining alignment. Let's see if this works out for us, guys. We're just going to throw this double resisted Body Slam just to chip away at the Gengar. Gengar is about as squishy as it gets, but it's still one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. It is amazing, but it is so glassy. But here we go. They had another counter user in the back, guys. I think our plan may work. The only concern that I'm having at this point is if that Gengar is running Focus Blast. If it is, then our gamble will not work out for us. But if it's not, it's looking pretty good because we've got the second counter user on our Crobat, and it can do very little damage to us. It's not doing much. We are double resisting this fast move pressure. Gotta undercharge this because we want to get some more farm on this S-Cap. They end up shielding anyways, so that works out fine as well. Gotta farm it all the way down and leave this matchup with a Poison Fang here. The beauty of having a move that can debuff your opponent is if they have their last Pokemon, they cannot clear the debuff. So they're going to throw their energy. I was expecting them to try and farm down, but I think that they saw how much damage that Air Slash did, and they elect to throw. So now I'm still really concerned about this thing running Focus Blast. If it is, so be it. If not, we win, and they're not. So that's beautiful. You love to see it. And we are going to farm down this Gengar with triple resistant counters. Yes, it has been debuffed, but that is still insane to think about. But my goodness, Obstagoon takes it in the end, taking out the Gengar. Our plan worked out. That's going to be a good game. Well played. If you guys have access to these 3 Pokemon, and I know there's a very good chance that you do, you might want to give team number 3 a try. It was amazing. And here we go. Shadow Arcanine on the lead, running Fire Fang. So this is okay. It's pretty neutral, but these Fire Fangs with Stab and the Shadow bonus do start to add up. And they do tank our Poison Fang, and that is okay. And for a split second, I thought about no shielding this, but then I've remembered that this thing got Psychic Fangs, and that's a good thing we shielded that. That's an amazing shield. Making an aggressive play into Snorlax, and they get licked down without getting off a move. That is unfortunate for them. They do have a shield advantage as they make a play and do a Wall Rain. So good to see this here. Makes me wonder what they have in the back, why they would come in with a Wall Rain, as Wall Rain definitely wants to be on the Crobat. So, oh, and they have a Trevenant. No wonder they came in with the Wall Rain. They wanted to chip us down, and I don't blame them. They have to try and do some tactical maneuvering here, knowing that they have a Trevenant in the back. So this is fine. We did debuff ourselves thinking that we would get off that superpower, but this is fine, guys. This is A-okay. Not a problem at all. This is very easy. All we have to do here is come in with our Crobat. Gonna catch the double resisted Seed Bomb onto the Crobat and take out the Trevenant and save our Obstagoon for the Wall Rain. Gonna look to get off a Poison Fang. This would nearly KO if they let it go, or actually that would have KO'd from that range. I thought that they were a little healthier than that. They shield it for some reason. They're trying their very best. They have to try and do what they can to pull this off, but I don't think it's gonna work out for them, my friends. We've got this Obstagoon, and Obstagoon absolutely runs right through the remainder of this team, and we need back-to-back cross chops to take out this Wall Rain here. They do still have a shield. Gonna tank all this, guys, because Trevenant will be doing the most damage out of the Pokemon that they have left. We're just gonna farm that all the way down, and it is lights out as they top left. It was over for them, unfortunately. They ran into a rough team comp, but good game, well played nonetheless. Nothing but pure domination with team number 3 from my top 5 best teams for the Ultra Premier Classic, but we are not dominating this lead right here. We had a Swampert, not the best lead for Crobat, so we make the play into our Shadow Snorlax, and we get to a Body Slam. Gonna look to get off this Body Slam. Any damage you can get off on Swampert is always much welcomed. The more damage you can get off on it, the faster you can get rid of it. This thing is such a problem between Mudshot and Hydro Cannon. They go Earthquake there. That does a boatload of damage, but that is okay as they make a play into a Gyarados. Gonna look to get off this Body Slam here, and that does a decent amount of damage. Shadow Snorlax is amazing, and we get to Body Slam number 2. Holy smokes. I'm telling you guys, Snorlax was coming in so clutch on team number 3. It was amazing. And they elect to throw at the very last second, so I'm going to let this go and keep the shielding scenario even. We do get one Air Slash out of the deal, and they've got a Wall Rain in the back, so we're going into Obstagoon. We know that we did put in some work on that Swampert. It is getting relatively low on health, so we're going to bring in Obstagoon here to get ahead on energy. They do bring back in the Swampert. They did have loaded energy, so we will shield everything from this Swampert, as Swampert is going to be doing the most damage out of Wall Rain, out of the 2 that they have left. Wall Rain, it will not be doing nearly as much damage, so we are going to shield everything from the Swampert. They return the shield in kind and in hopes of getting off another Hydro Cannon, but it is not going to happen. This thing is not hitting us with a Hydro Cannon, and we farm down. They do have a shield advantage, but we've got loaded energy, guys. Going to go for Cross Chop number 1 here. They can definitely tank the first one, no problem. And we're going to go for Cross Chop number 2 and really put the pressure on this Wall Rain here. And they do let that one go as well. So at this point, we're looking to be pretty good here. We tried to catch, but I don't know what they did there. I think they were looking to maybe top left, but we got that Air Slash through first, taking it out. That's going to be another good game. Well played. I'm telling you guys, I was finding it very hard to lose a game with team number 3. It was that darn good, I'm telling you. And here we go. Finally, a solid lead. The dream lead, some would say, in the form of a charmer known as Sylveon. They tried to catch our Poison Fang on the Gengar. Not falling for that. Gonna bring Obstagoon in, of course. We do, again, have to be concerned with the threat of a potential Focus Blast. That would KO an entire generation of Obstagoons, I would say, guys, as they do tank our first Night Slash, knowing that the counters are triple resisted. They are at Focus Blast, and that's an amazing shield. And just gonna no bubble this Night Slash here, as we do want to get some additional farm, knowing that we will likely be locked onto that Sylveon. This is just a Shadow Punch. No need to shield this at all. I think that may heal us a little bit now that I think about it. And there it is, right there. They bring the Sylveon back in, of course, and having to shield up a Focus Blast really puts us in a tricky spot, because you either get one shot or you leave the matchup with too much health for the Sylveon to farm. So with that in mind, we're not going to come in with Crobat, because we are down a shield. We don't want to have to shield up a Psyshock, so we are going to bring in our Snorlax to absorb the damage here. Not sure what else they could have in the back. I was thinking maybe another poison type in the back. They throw the Moonblast. We soak that on Snorlax, and no, it's a Trevenant. So it wasn't double poison, it was double ghost, in the ghost form that they are running with is Trevenant. So this is amazing, guys. This is why team number 3 was so powerful, guys. So many teams were either double weak to Crobat or double weak to Obstagoon. That's why team number 3 was so darn effective in the Ultra Premier Classic. We call this feeling a little gutsy. We called the Seed Bomb correctly, and we farmed down. We've got loaded energy for this Sylveon here. Gonna go for a Poison Fang here. And they let it go. They knew that it was over. That's unfortunate for them. And Crobat takes it in the end. That's going to be yet another good game. Well played. And that is the team, my friends. How about team number 3 for my top 5 best teams for the Ultra Premier Classic? 5-0 with team number 3. You don't get better than that, guys. That was amazing. And I got to say, guys, I didn't want to give it away at the beginning of the video, but guys, we had 2 4-1 sets before this 5-0, and I had to stop it there to get this video out, guys. But if I didn't have to make a video, I would have kept going for sure, guys. The table was hot with team number 3. It was amazing. So Crobat on the lead. Is going to have some trouble with Walreins, of course, and any potential Psychic types, which is why it pairs beautifully with Obstagoon. You round out that very strong core with a very strong safe swap in the form of Shadow Snorlax, and that is a recipe for a lot of wins in the Ultra Premier Classic. But guys, I had a blast. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching, and keep up the grind. Thank you, guys.